What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my review of the JXD 806 1/10 scale mini motorcycle. And this thing is really awesome. I really like the way this thing rides. This thing, first of all, this motorcycle here, it has some kind of new technology with motorcycles that there's a little flywheel in there which acts like a gyro. It actually spins up, and I'm guessing the inertia from it spinning actually keeps this thing leveled. So this thing hardly ever falls over. Only time it'll fall over if you're banking a really hard turn. And then it has these little support wheels on the side, which actually stops it, helps it when you're leaning in and making turns, so it don't fall over. But sometimes it does hit something and fall over, flip over, but very rarely does it ever do that. Even with high jumps, it'll bounce and probably flip over a couple times, but it almost always lands back on the wheels and do some kind of cool stunt, a wheelie, or it'll just land back on the two wheels and just keep on going. And this thing is really awesome. I like the way this thing rides, man. Only thing, these little wheels on the side, they can get caught up on if you're driving over gravel or some hard concrete. These little metal wheels here actually get caught up on bumps, and you can hear it sometimes scratching the ground or hitting the ground. It makes for a bumpy ride if you're leaning really hard to turn, but most of the times it'll just slide, and it looks pretty awesome and sounds pretty awesome when it's actually sliding. So you can do sliding turns with this thing on concrete and dirt. Sometimes when you hit little rocks and cracks or whatever, the front wheel will pop up and you'll wheelie for a little while. If you give it some throttle, as soon as it happens, you can keep the wheel up. Sometimes in wheelie, sometimes you even you'll miss a rock or something with the front wheel, but the back wheel will catch it and you'll do a cool endo real quick, you know. This thing is awesome. It rides really nice over rug. However, the turns on rugs could be tricky. If you have a deep, soft rug like mine is in my living room, sometimes these little balls will sink right in and it'll get stuck and it won't go anywhere. This thing is a little bent a little because it gets caught up on things a lot. I let my son play with it sometimes. My son is only 2 years old, so he can be really rough on it, but that goes to show how durable this thing is. I'm pretty sure he stepped on it at least once or twice. I saw him step on it once by mistake. He's not trying to break the thing, but sometimes it gets under his feet and he's trying to move out the way, and he'll accidentally step on it. And it's been holding up. It's not very fast, but it's fast enough just to be enjoyable. It looks pretty fast when you're watching it speed by. This thing also has lights on it. It has a white headlight that turns on here, and there's a red light in the back. So you can get away with driving this thing around at night a little, or in your house if you dim the lights or whatever. It looks pretty cool when you're driving around because you see the red light there. However, it would be nice if the back light act as a brake light, and when you stop or when you come to a stop or hit the brake, this red light would come on. That would have been a nice touch, but it just stays on constantly, but that's cool too. What else? Oh, the little man doesn't come off. I have experimented with it. There's a screw here in the little guy's knee that holds him on. I unscrewed it to see if he comes up, and actually there's the antenna is in here, so you don't want to do that. Take this guy off and lose him. I had him riding around just holding on the handlebars with the with the feet up and everything, but there's an antenna in there, so it might not be wise to do that. The head does turn a little. Sometimes I turn his head this way and drive by, so it looks like he's looking at you when he's riding by. So pretty cool little scale motorcycle, I think. It looks, the detail on it is pretty nice. You can see the clear windshield there, and the front wheel, the front and back wheels both have shocks. So there is some suspension there, so you can see the back wheel goes down, the front wheel as well. So that helps when you absorb the shock when you're running into obstacles. I've been bashing this thing around a lot. You can see some of the paint going off of the front of it. Let me try to focus in. You can see some of the paint missing right here, a little scraped up, because I've been bashing this thing, flying it. Well, not flying it, but, you know, driving it really hard and crashing into things and doing stunts and flipping over and all types of things with this. It's just a blast to play with. The battery is not removable. There's an internal battery. You charge it up right here on the side. There's an on and off switch here as well. It comes with a USB charging cable, and you just plug that in here and plug it into the wall or the computer, whichever you want to do. Let's look at the transmitter. The transmitter is, and it's an okay transmitter. It's a trigger style transmitter. There's no reverse, actually. It says back there, but there's no back there. When you hit this, it just when you go backwards with it, it just slams on the brakes. And the throttle this is proportional throttle here, so pretty nice. This here actually controls the speed. So when you set it towards back, it's actually just slowing it down and putting more brake on it. And when you go towards the F there, the forward, it gives you more speed. And the steering is not proportional, but you can get some different variations of wide and close turns by how much input you give it at a time. Like, for instance, if you wanted to just do a wide turn, you can just tap it a little. And if you wanted to do hard turns, you just hold it as opposed to letting off of it. So pretty cool. I really like it. It has it takes 4 AA batteries here, and you yeah, that's about it. That's all there is to say about it. This thing just is a really cool scale motorcycle. It's fun to drive around. You can get away with driving it on carpet a little. It'll ride on carpet, but like I said, these little support arms on the side tend to get caught up on the carpet. I wish these were a little larger. It'll probably fare better on the carpet, because them being so tiny, they actually just sink right into the carpet. But if you have some low carpet, it'll probably ride just fine. It's awesome on like the kitchen floor, smooth surfaces. You can actually spin out on smooth surfaces with it. Just an awesome little rider. Let's go check out some driving footage of it.